Hello and happy Friday. This is Dr. Alise with the Alise Spiritual Healing and Wellness Center. And I am coming to you today with your monthly intuitive insights reading. As I was in meditation this morning, three words came out. That was the very first thing that I saw. And then, of course, I saw a lot of numbers. I saw a lot of images. I saw a lot of situations that were going on as a collective for this month. So I want to just kind of start off and let you know here. These are the three words that came out in my meditation: let go, trust, and surrender. So I want to kind of break that down here into what that may mean in situations that you're going throughout this month. But before I do that, there are two affirmations that also came up, and I have them here. Okay, so the first affirmation was associated with the number 91. I saw the numbers 91 as well as the numbers 22. So the two affirmations that came out of that for surrender: if you're trying to surrender something in your life, you're holding on to something and you don't know what to do, your angels want you to look at this affirmation. This is something that you can definitely work on. And that affirmation is: I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. You have to know in your heart that the divine knows exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You have to find a way to tap into that. So when I saw the number 22 and connected the dots to that means intuition. Well, the second affirmation focuses on intuition. My intuition leads me to where I need to be. Your intuition is your higher self. That is the soul essence of you as you're connected to the great divine, God, the spirit, whatever you may want to call it. But it's a spiritual place. That's your spiritual self. So you have to learn how to connect with that so that you can get on your path. So that was a very powerful affirmation that I received, as well as those numbers. So let me just go into other aspects that I'm seeing here. Now, there's no secret that our world is hurting. I mean, you can just turn on the news and see how, there's a lot of things going on. But I definitely want to highlight some of the past issues that are going on, like things that happened 20 years ago, things that happened 10 years ago. You may wonder why in the world, how is this coming up now? Why not then? Well, what I see on a spiritual platform is that it's like at this particular time, the spiritual energy is where people are trying to learn how to forgive. And that's the most hardest life lesson that humanity is faced with today, which is forgiveness. It's not only necessarily trying to forgive someone else, but it's also having to learn how to forgive yourself. So as I'm looking here, and I saw this in my meditations, my heart, I just have deep compassion for a lot of people. I sense and I see a lot of great sadness. I see that, it is going to take time to heal. It really is. And there is a need to forgive other people but also yourself. So as I look here around this particular image, I see that people are learning that they need to have more empathy and talk about their situations, try to share it. And it may be that they may decide to share it with a counselor. They may decide to share it publicly. They may even decide to just share it in their own journals. But whatever it is, it needs to come out of the body, the cellular memory of the body, of that emotion that's pent up inside of the body. It needs to come out some way or another, is what they're sharing with me. Now, I'm seeing other people here. Yeah, I see that there are issues going on, but you have better days ahead of you. I see that many of the storms that you had to endure last month, as well as last year, and even before that, you're now beginning to connect the dots to see why you had to go through those particular situations. Now, some of you may be taking a trip to a different country, or maybe over water. You may be going on a cruise, or I just see bodies of water. I also see like a different, like foreign language. So that shows me that could be a different country. The biggest takeaway here is knowing that there are peaceful times coming. You just got to continue to release, forgive, and really renew your mind in the situations that have occurred. Now, some of you are also going through a spiritual awakening where you're beginning to kind of re-examine how you think, how you show up to the world, how you communicate to the world. Now is the time to where you're really examining your talk, what you're talking into existence. You're really focusing on your inner self. So you may be feeling a little bit out of place, but it's not that, I don't see where it's an issue to be concerned about. It's just that you're trying to learn how to get more into yourself, meaning living your truth, being authentic. Some of the things that really didn't resonate with you, you're learning to say, okay, that's not me. And I'm not going to pretend that it is me. I'm just going to be me. And you're finally at peace with whatever that may be. Now, I keep getting information about, it looks like people who are in the, it looks like creative fields, but people who do work on their own, like entrepreneurs. I just keep seeing the brilliant idea here. I just keep seeing that you need to get more people involved. And I'm seeing here that, you may, whoever you're telling your ideas to, they're telling me to say, you need to listen to you, like go within, because your intuition is the answer to what you're trying to do. It seems as if it's something new, and the people that you're sharing this information with, they don't understand it fully. They only understand certain aspects of it, and you kind of feel this in your gut. You really do. But now is the time for you to really journal and write down your ideas or your plans, and whatever comes to you during that time period, that's your intuition talking to you. So you may not be able to make sense of it right away, but just write it down, let it flow, so that you will have that information for a future date. Now, some of you are feeling like, man, things were going good. Why am I at a standstill right now? Don't worry. Please don't worry. It's all about timing. This is a time for you to really go back and look at your plans and kind of refine them. Don't be in a rush, is what they tell me, because your seeds have been well planted. And, you know, any farmer, anytime you plant some seeds, you want to make sure you go back and check on them. You want to make sure that you nurture those seeds so that you can reap a good harvest. Now, I'm also seeing that by you examining your talk, the way you're communicating is showing up in the world. I'm seeing here that, you know, your angels are trying to help you understand that it's important now, more so than ever, to make the right connections so that you can bring this dream to fruition here, is what they're showing me. You're on the right track. I'm seeing that your passions will lead you to your divine life purpose. So stick with it. Learn everything that you need to know. I'm also seeing that you may need to take some extra classes, maybe get a mentor, or even, you know, team up with someone who may not be doing the same thing as you, but maybe in the same field. And that could be as easy as joining Facebook groups or even going on YouTube and looking for other people who are doing similar things as yourself. It's just showing me to share with you to just let your creativity soar. And the energy that's around you in terms of your business is very serious. You know, now is the time. There's no reason for you to say, you know, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next year. No excuses. This is what the angels show me here. I have a yes. Can you see it? This is what I have, a yes. So, you know that this is validation for you to really take this time out to prepare and propel yourself towards your dreams, because the energy is there. All you need to do is take action. You know, you can have faith, but faith without action, you know, faith without works is dead. You got to take action. You just can't have the faith. You got to have faith and you got to have action. You got to do the work. You got to do something. So the last thing that I want to leave you with here, I wanted to also share something with you too. Now, I talked about earlier some forgiveness of others as well as yourself. Some of you are going through some issues with a mother figure. This could be a grandmother. This could be some type of guardian that has a huge say in your life. This could also be a grandmother. This could be if you're in a relationship with a woman, this could be an issue with her as well. So, you know, I'm seeing this in your relationship area. So please go into prayer about this to kind of see what this is and how you can move forward with this situation. Let God lead you in how to handle this issue with the mother figure or the person the female energy that I'm seeing that you're in a relationship with. So I always like to leave people with messages from the spirit whenever I do a monthly reading. And here's my postcard here from the spirit, and it reads, "Dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicities when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back about how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you, and you will never, ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. If you only knew how much you were loved, sigh. In other words, shaking my head. So see, you are loved. You don't have to figure everything out. All you got to do is do what you know you're supposed to be doing. Get in touch with your intuition so you can be guided on the right direction. Put in those prayer requests. Because when you pray, people, you're telling God what you want. That's what you're doing. But when you go into meditation, you're allowing the Spirit, you're allowing God, you are allowing the divine to talk to you and tell you what's going on and what you need to do. So, you can't have one without the other. You need to be in prayer meditations. You need to be in creative meditations. You need to be in devotions. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. You got to have the faith. And you also got to take action. I'm going to close with, remember, people, let go, trust, and surrender. Have a very blessed day, and I will see you soon.